Welcome to the elpis Project. I'm your host, Daniel Roberts, and today I've got some exciting news to share. When I first started this podcast, my goal was to bring hope to as many people as possible, which is where the name came from. Elpis comes from the Greek word hope, and I actually got it from a Bible verse that says, "These things remain: faith, hope, and love." The idea is that no matter what is going on, there's always hope, and it's important to focus on that. So when my family moved back to Newberg in 2019, I took a break from the podcast, but I knew that when I started it up again, I wanted to share stories specifically about Newberg. And as I've been talking to and interviewing community members, I realized that the word elpis just didn't really connect. It meant something to me, but most people had no clue either what it meant or how to pronounce it. They'd say, is it elpis, it was just like this thing that was a distraction, honestly. And it was just kind of confusing. Another thing, there's no local feel to it. And one of the things I really wanted to do was have the name reflect our community of Newberg specifically. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about that. I wanted a name that would reflect the character of the people in our community. And despite the struggles we face, there are so many kind and generous people that really make Newberg the amazing town that it is. So after lots of thinking, discussions, honestly prayer, talking to people I trust, I came up with the name The Giving Town. And the goal will be to share stories of hope and generosity in Newberg. And I'll also likely include some stories from the surrounding areas, but really the idea is to share inspiring stories about the incredible people and organizations in our community. And really anything that affects our town is game too. So there's amazing organizations that are other places in Yamhill County, but that affect the people here in Newberg. So I'll probably be doing lots of interviews with those people as well. Another change that I want to discuss really quick is that I'll actually start sponsoring this podcast with my real estate business, the Joyful Roberts Group. My hope is that doing this will allow me to invest more time in the podcast so that I can actually do a really good job with it, and that the podcast can become a valuable resource to our community. So I'm really excited for this transition, and I hope that you enjoy and are inspired by all the amazing stories that are to come. So stay tuned, and I will see you next time.